I'm trying to beat every world championship in Forza 4. The catch is, I'm only allowed to use cars from Toyota. And the other thing is, I'm trying to avoid using purpose-built race cars. So I'm going to be stuck using some subpar cars for some of the faster classes. So will this be a walk in the park, or will it be a hardest challenge of my life? Let's find out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all of our damage is going to be set to simulation, so there's no going back. We started off all the way in the F class with the Toyota Aygo. Now I'm going to read right off of Wikipedia here because I had no idea what an Aygo was. It reads, the Toyota Aygo is a city car marketed by Toyota mainly in the European market between 2005 and 2022. So racing in this car was pretty slow. Obviously, it's an F class. I'll show you the stats now on it. Nothing to be super duper impressed by, but I will say if you keep the momentum up, the car was actually pretty easy to have decent speed. I know the top end speed wasn't outrageous, but the handling and the acceleration was kind of impressive, I thought. There's really not much more to say about it. It's, slow car, small tracks. Well, relatively small compared to some of the other ones, but yeah, it drove well enough. So let's move on to our next class. Next up, we had the E class. For the E-Class, we ran an 89 Toyota MR2. The Toyota MR2 is a two-seater sports car which was manufactured and marketed by Toyota from 1984 until 2007. It was the first Japanese rear mid-engine rear-wheel drive production car, and it was sold around the world. The generation we are driving is an 89, so it was considered a W10. The name MR2 stands for either midship runabout two-seater or mid-engine rear-wheel drive two-seater. Seater. So this car is actually pretty fun to drive. Again, we didn't really have any issues, being as how it's pretty much in the class it should be in. So there's no like production, or there's no strain on the car as far as trying to put too much into it. So it was an easy victory in all of the races. We had a couple of moments where maybe I wasn't leading at the end of the first lap, but none of the races were remotely close. Also, just a couple of notes. One, on Sebring, I had a little bit of an issue with the suspension, and I'll show that to you right now. So going down the backstretch, obviously, but check this out when we get to the end. Look at the travel in the suspension, because this thing has been absolutely slapping going through this last corner. I gotta focus, but you guys can watch. Look at that. I mean, I'm almost catching air. That's crazy. I mean, banging on that suspension. Crazy. I noticed it in the first race, and I'm like, geez, a Lou, man. I didn't know what the travel was, but definitely maxed out. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled video. So I'm interested to see later on with these other cars how Sebring's last turn gets handled. If they absolutely dumpster fire bottom out like this one did, because it would upset the car for real. Like, if you were turning too hard right when you bottomed out like that, it would easily kick the rear end around. And I never spun out, but I definitely got squirrely there at the end. And then another note, at Silverstone, this thing absolutely zipped like crazy. In the second race at Silverstone, I got absolutely clobbered in the back. I don't know what happened, but somebody blew a corner and just pile drove into me. And I finished that race. I don't know if it was a tire rub or what. I didn't have any performance issues, but I for sure was trailing smoke the rest of the race, and I didn't even notice it when I was driving. I lost a little bit of patience on that race, and definitely used the bumper to move the leaders there and walked away with that one. But yeah, that track fit really well with this car. Sometimes you'll have that where it seems like a car is just feels good on a track, and the MR2 for sure, it feels nice on Sebring. No, it feels nice at Silverstone. Did I say Sebring earlier? I meant to say Silverstone. So that's going to wrap up the first part of this challenge with the E and F class completed. If you guys like what you saw, hit the like button, subscribe, stick around for more, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, bye.